As you guys can probably hear, we're at the river this week. I've been wanting to get back on the water, so we're going to do some camping tonight because we got a break in the weather. As you can tell, I'm in a t-shirt. It is not raining. It's going to be a good night of camping. Water is up a little bit, so it's going to be a little noisy, but we need to go find us a camping spot. So grab yourself a snack and your favorite beverage, hop in the truck, and let's get going. All right, we have arrived. Like I said, the river's up. I'm not gonna try to scream at you, but I'm gonna talk loud enough to where I think you can hear me. Some of you are gonna recognize the spot. Some of you newer viewers will not, but we have been here before. I know there's probably quite a few of you that have been here with me, actually. It's a pretty nice spot. Of course, being mid-December, it's kind of dead and bland looking right now with no leaves anywhere, but the last time I was here, what did we do in this spot? I don't remember, but we walked down here and I showed you the river and it was pretty low. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to tell unless you really remember the video, but it's all the way up to like right here right now. You see those rapids going through there? This is multiple feet higher than it's been this whole fall and summer, actually. But anyway, some of you that do recognize the spot know that every time I come, I make a new fire pit, and every time I come back, someone's trashed it. This time, for once, they've actually left it alone. So we do not have to round up rocks, but we do need to get a fire going because I would like for dinner to kind of slow cook for a little while. If you guys remember back last week, I'd mentioned something about a truck upgrade. Well, I wanted to do that because if you remember 2 weeks ago, we were on all that snow coming up that hill. I was thinking if I got in the ditch, it'd really be nice to have a winch on there. So a while back, I bought a winch mount for the front of this truck off of Marketplace, right? You leave your factory bumper, but this, I think, takes place of your tow hooks, and it just slips in and mounts up to the frame rails with the two mounts that come on the kit. It looks like it goes up through your tow hook mounts. I think one goes to the side maybe, and then like the main winch tray part of it, like the winch mount itself, bolts to the side pieces. So it's 3 pieces total. So I was hoping to do that this week because that would make me feel a lot better to have a winch. Kind of want to show you guys that, but I got to looking at it and it does not look like it's right. I could have swore when I bought it, the instructions said it was for this truck. I don't know. It may not be, but it's like really close. I don't know. Maybe it's for like a 15. But regardless, it's going to need just a little bit of modification for it to work right. And I didn't have time for that today because I knew we'd be pushing it. The sun's already getting low. And I really wanted to try to make dinner before dark. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. But I didn't want to leave you guys hanging for that. So maybe I can get that kind of modified and give you guys a quick little video of putting that thing on. If you get out by yourself like I do in some pretty remote locations, you really don't want to go without a friend or a winch. So maybe next week, I don't know. Things are not going well. for time, because it's so hard to adjust to getting dark at 5:30. If you have any kind of a job or anything, by the time you get done, it's almost dark. I don't know, it's awful. So much more time in the summer. But anyway, enough rambling. What we gotta do is get this chili on, so let's do that. All right, some of you guys may remember the Overkill camp knife. I'm gonna bring that back for a minute. I'm gonna chop up a little onion. All right, into the Dutch oven with the onion. Gonna go with a little fresh jalapeno. All right, jalapeno going in. Now we're just gonna get this on the fire. We're getting a little color going on our onions, so I think it's about time to put some beef in there. Just gonna go in with some 75-25, nothing too fancy. So I'm gonna let that meat brown up a little bit, kind of come together with those onions and jalapenos. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try new camp soda. I know that I've had a Founders or two on the channel. I don't believe I've had an all-day chill day. I've never even heard of this, actually. Has like a Jeep with a canoe. Nice orange and brown tree in the background, I like that. Session Cold IPA. I'm not exactly like a beer connoisseur or an expert, so to speak. I just like to have one here and there. I like an IPA. I just don't know the difference between like a normal IPA, a Session Cold IPA, crisp, lemony, and refreshing. It sounds really good to me. I don't know. So, if you know the difference, let me know in the comments. I need to just Google it one day. 12 ounces. Where is Founders from? I don't remember. Founders Brewing, Grand Rapids, Michigan. All right, let's give it a shot. Last week I couldn't find my mug. You can see that. My hand's definitely blocking the shot. Nice and light looking. Which I figured for like a lighter, crisp, lemony, I didn't think it'd be too awful dark. I would say that crisp, lemony, and refreshing would be fairly accurate. It's just like a hint of lemon though. It's not as lemony as say as like a Leinenkugel Summer Sandy. So it doesn't exactly put you in the mind of like a summer beer. I guess it'd be like a fall time day beverage, all day beverage. Yeah, not bad. I'll probably have another one of those. I bought these in a make your own 6-pack deal. So I just got like 6 different ones to try on the channel. I didn't see like a 6-pack or a 12 of those. I think I'll take a few more sips on that. About to go check on the ground beef. Maybe add a couple more ingredients and get this thing simmering away. It's getting a little later in the evening. I'd like to let it go as long as I can. I don't know that I'm going to beat darkness, but I would really like to. Looking just about right to me, so I think it's about time to add in some more ingredients. We're gonna give these Bush's Chili Magic a shot. I've never had these. It says campfire style. Pinto beans, medium meat chili sauce, smoky chipotle, and green bell peppers. I know that doesn't necessarily scream taco, but I think it sounds all right. It doesn't really seem to have much heat to it. It just says medium. I don't know. I've had Bush's before. They're all right. We'll dump them in and see what happens. Go in a little tomato sauce. I've never tried this Mexican style lime and cilantro rotel, but I feel like it was pretty fitting for taco chili. I almost got the extra hot because I do like the extra hot, but I knew I was going to put jalapenos in there, and I knew I had a new hot sauce to try. I didn't want to get too overpowering. We're going to try this. It's a little thick. I think I better go one more little can of tomato sauce. Oh, and I almost forgot the taco seasoning. Better go with a little garlic. Go with some Cholula jalapeno lime. It says hot. I don't imagine it's going to be all that intense. Normally anything you buy at a grocery store is not all that hot. I know the jalapenos in there are going to cook down a lot. This, I mean, that's a good bit of chili. I don't think we're going to be too overbearing on the heat. All right, let's throw this in there, give it a stir. We'll let it simmer away. That's a bald eagle. I really hope you guys can pick up on that. Definitely a bald eagle. I turned that camera on at the right time. Anyway, just finished off my soda. That was good. Not too bad all the way through. I think I'd give it like a 6.5 out of 10. Not even that shabby. Well, the only thing to do now is sit back and relax a little bit. Let that chili simmer. Listen to the roar of that river. Should be pretty peaceful sleeping anyway. I meant to give you guys a little update too from last week, how I said I was going into Lowe's to get that piece of insulation to seal up the camper top. So a regular old pool noodle is what I used. You can see the line there where it clamped down. It's just way too thick. And it made the camper top come up like towards the cab, enough to where you could see light, there was a breeze coming in. Well, this was the stuff I was talking about. It's just like, you know, your household plumbing insulation. And it just already has like a pre-made slit in it. So I just took this, kind of rolled it over the edge, put the camper top back down, sucked it down tight. Seems to be way better. The first camper top I had on this truck, I used this and it worked really good. Well, I took the camper top off, forgot this on there, went down the road, it blew right off. But it did work really good, but you can see the size difference. So if you ever get a camper top and it won't seal on that front lip, this would be what I would try. I mean, I'm sure that doesn't apply to every application, but it did for me for a 2013 F-150. All right, let's check on that chili. It should be about done. As you can see, I ditched the grate and I just set it right on the coals. Gave it a nice little simmer. Oh yeah, I think that's about done. It's been going for a little while. All right, let's have a bowl. I got a feeling this is going to be pretty tasty. I'm gonna try a little Mexican pork cheese. I thought about the taco blend, but I don't like the taco blends because they have taco seasoning, and I don't think I like taco seasoning and cheese. I think this is going to be our best bet. Gonna go in with some fresh onion on top, a couple fresh jalapeno slices on top. Gotta go a little sour cream as well. All right, so I like a little crunch in my chili. I've not had these in multiple years. As some of you know, I do not like corn anything. I don't like corn chips. I don't like corn tortillas. I don't like loose corn out of the can. Corn on the cob with some butter is acceptable sometimes. I want to say at one point I like these. Chili cheese, I don't know. I feel like that would go good with it. I don't know, we can give it a shot. tolerable. There's just something about that cornmeal, cornbread, corn, just doesn't do it for me. I don't know, I'm gonna throw a couple in there, but I'm ready to try that chili. I think it's gonna be pretty tasty. Almost forgot, I got a new hot sauce to try. Looks like a large shotgun shell. Cajuns? Cajuns? Is that what that? Can you read that? Cajuns Fiery Foods Kaboom hot sauce. Kaboom buckshot hot sauce. This was given to me by my friend Nate. Thank you for that. Definitely always down to try new hot sauce on the channel. So I got a few friends always looking out for me. See if I can get it open here. It doesn't say anything about being too insanely hot. Finest the most awarded small batch sauce maker. Cajuns Foods, High Point, North Carolina. Member of Hot Sauce Hall of Fame. Must be pretty good stuff. No calories. It's always a plus. One of the ingredients appears to be jalapeno peppers. Jalokia pepper. Boot jalokia pepper. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. But anyway, give it a shot. I like that. Got a really good, like, deep, like, rich flavor. Almost like smoky. That is going to pair so good with that chili, I'm pretty sure. A little grainy, like you can taste like the pepper, feel the seeds, all that stuff in there. It's got a pretty good kick to it, actually. I'm really surprised there's no like heat scale. That's one of the warmest ones I've had in recent weeks. Flavor wise, that's up there. I'm gonna give that a 7.5 on flavor. I definitely enjoy that. Actually gave me a hiccup. A little warmer than I thought. Anyway, like I was saying, take it easy. Don't take a swig like I do. It's not the hottest thing I've had by any means. It's definitely above like your Cholula, Tabasco, Valentina. It's hotter than that. If you've ever had the El Yucateco, there's like a red, a green, and they got a black one. Around here, it's in a lot of the Mexican restaurants. It's a step above that, right? Like it's, a lot of people consider that stuff hot. Well, if you think the El Yucateco, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. If you think that's hot, this is hotter than that, so go easy. For me personally, that's probably I'd give it a good like 7.1 on a heat scale. But tasty. Now let's try the chili. Gotta admit, that is not a bad looking bowl of chili. It has started to cool down just a little bit, but I mean, I'm still in a t-shirt, so not too bad out. Give this a good mix. Get that cheese melting in there real nice. Still nice and warm. Give me a jalapeno in there. Definitely has like a taco vibe to it. Pretty good. I like that. Oh yeah, corn chip. Just a little scoop of chili on there. Try a little sour cream. I don't hate it. There's enough other flavors in here going on that you can't really taste the corn in the chip. But it definitely gives you like a nice little crunch. Yep. If you guys have never had taco chili, want to try something a little different, you should definitely give it a shot. All right. Now we gotta try a little hot sauce. Got a little in the corner. Yep. That hot sauce belongs in that chili. Somehow, it like mellowed out the flavor of the chili. Definitely made it a lot like more pleasant, if that makes any sense. It wasn't even bad, but like it smoothed out the flavor somehow. I may just have to order me another bottle of that. Okay, hot sauce, chip, jalapeno, sour cream. Gotta get it all in one bite on this one. Yep, that's the bite right there. All right, let me eat on this for a few minutes. Be right back. Well, as you guys just saw, it's 42 degrees out, but it is very clear, like super clear, super nice night. Nothing but stars. I wish you guys could see it, but through a GoPro, you're not going to see that. I'll try. Actually, I think I do see a star through there. But if you can't, I'm gonna try to do like a night lapse. I think it's called a night lapse. I don't know how to work this camera. I really don't. But I know in certain modes I can like make it a little more clear. So I'm gonna try that because it is definitely the night to do that. But anyway, fire's going good. Got the old LED strip light, LED lights out. Just hanging out by the fire, looking up at the stars, listening to some music. It's a good night. It has rained for the last 2 straight days, and it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So I really want to get out tonight, get you guys a video, hang out, have a good night of camping. So I'm gonna go back there, stoke that fire up a little bit, try to get you guys a little bit of a star shot, maybe star scene. I don't know what you call it, but I'm gonna try to get you one. Well, I figured we'd wake up to rain. There was a chance of it in the forecast. I didn't look at the hourly. I just looked for today. but I kind of figured it was going to be as soon as we woke up. But I just calmed down a little bit, got all my stuff cleaned up, and we're ready to roll. So I say we could get some breakfast. Okay, let's see what we're dealing with here. Not been to Hardee's in quite a minute. They have these little hash round brown things, kind of like, was it Burger King we just went to and had these? I'm gonna say pretty similar to Burger King. About the same flavor, about the same saltiness, about the same crispiness. Definitely no better or worse. So, I know that some of you don't have Hardee's. Apparently the South and I believe the western part of the US has a Carl's Jr. I've never been there, but I've always wondered if they're the same. Like same sandwiches, different names, whole different menu items. Kind of curious. I'd have to try to find me one day and give it a shot. Frisco breakfast sandwich. I think it's ham, egg, and cheese. I know some people don't like sourdough or whatever, like the Frisco bread. It's pretty good. Personally, I don't like brioche, so this would be my choice over that for sure. Not bad. Personally, I like ham on breakfast. Some of you know, but I would take sausage over ham. But I think sausage added to that would be good. Just want to get a coffee. They have no coffee. Just out apparently. I don't know. Anyway, way too much. No way I'm eating this all in one setting. But I had to ask them if they could still make this, because they used to years ago. And she said she could make it. It was like $9 to make this one biscuit. But it used to be very tasty, and it was a menu option for a long time. It was called the Monster Biscuit, as you can see why. Sausage, egg, cheese, bacon, and ham. That is something I would make. This is covered in cheese. This is going to be a mess. Yep, that's still good. If you have a Hardee's and you like all those ingredients, you should ask them if they'll do that. All she did on the receipt was ring up a sausage, egg, and cheese, add ham, add bacon. So it's nothing too crazy. But that is good. Very unhealthy. Way too much breakfast for one person. That Frisco, I'd get it again. I mean, it's not my favorite thing ever. I would say overall in the fast food breakfast rating, compared to like a McDonald's sausage, egg, and cheese or whatever. I know most places don't offer ham for breakfast, but it's like a 5. But there's a lot better options out there, like this thing. To me, this thing, that's like an 8.5. I can't really imagine it getting a whole lot better than that. The bacon could be a little crispier, and the bacon doesn't have quite as good a flavor as I think it would have. And they also do like the egg patty kind of deal. Like if it had like a fried egg, it would definitely be closer to like a 9.5. But I'm gonna chew on that thing for a minute. But don't go anywhere. We gotta go over our grocery store receipt, because I want to see how cheap we got that chili, because it wasn't a ton of ingredients and it made a lot of food. So let me chew on this. Stand by. All right, I put a little dent in that, but definitely could not eat all of it. I know some of you guys are concerned with how much it looks like I eat sometimes, but I promise I don't eat everything that I make or buy. I like a little variety. I like to show you guys some things and just mix it up a little bit, but I always have leftovers. Like with that chili, that was enough chili to make 8 bowls at least. Like that made a lot of chili, and it was pretty cheap, I do believe. Let's see. Chili Magic, those beans, those were $1.79 a can. We used both of those. tomato sauce, 50 cents a can. We use both of those. Let's see, what else we got? The Rotel was $1.99. We use that whole can. The Mexican for cheese, $1.79. We got 30 cents worth of an onion. Ground beef, $5.51. I figured that would be the most expensive. The sour cream was $2.69, but we use like, you know, one little stream of that. The Fritos chips, $5.89. Again, like not even a handful total. So I mean, if you want to add all that in, but for a total, we come up with $12.86. And then, like I say, the sour cream and the chips, like I say, round up a few cents worth of each. It's like 13 bucks, right? So $13, you can have a big old pot of chili that would easily feed a family of 3 or 4, like good big bowls of chili, right? And it's super easy. Like I literally just sauteed the stuff, threw the meat in, threw the ingredients in, cooked it, done. And like for me, that's gonna be dinner for a few days. So I think that's a pretty good deal. I would say that's a budget meal for sure. And it's different. I've never had taco chili. I don't know that I prefer it over regular old chili. It was good, definitely different. I got a couple more chili recipes to try throughout this winter. I know quite a few of you guys like chili. Got a good response out of my chili last year. And got quite a few more good recipes I'd like to try on the channel. So hopefully you guys are digging the dinners and the campfire meals. And want to get back to making a camp breakfast too. I don't really like to do like the fast food or drive-through breakfast twice in a row like this, because I know a lot of you guys like my camp breakfast, and I know I sure do. I like making it. Always turns out good. But I knew this Hardee's was on the way home, and I hadn't been here in forever, so I thought maybe try something a little different. And I personally like seeing like food reviews of places that I've never been to. I know some of you don't have Hardee's, so I thought maybe some of you be into it. But I would say next week we'll probably get back to a camp breakfast. But anyway, enough rambling about food for sure. I'm gonna get home, get this truck cleaned out, because it is a disaster. I'm sure you can see like in the background, there's just stuff scattered. I need some more organization. So I'm gonna go do that. Maybe plan out something for next week. Hopefully figure out that winch mount and get that on here maybe for you guys next week. I don't know yet. But anyway, definitely thank you guys for tagging along this time. Always enjoy having you. If you're new to the channel and you're into camping and nonsense and shenanigans and some DIY and some reviews and all that, think about that subscribe button. That definitely helps me out. Think about, what's the others? Like, maybe share it with your friends, leave me a comment. Definitely enjoy talking to you guys. So thanks again for all your support, tuning in every week, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.